Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Librarian California, where today's book review is on Cold Storage by David Koepp. I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name. I'm really sorry about that. It was published September 3rd, 2019, and is 320 pages. Now, let's talk about the packaging here. It's definitely eye-catching. So, I heard about this book through a few different ways. And while I tell you about it, I'm going to unpack this book so you don't have to look at the glassy plastic. So, first, last summer I heard about this book. I was at a conference and I was at a publisher's session. It was promoting books that were coming out this next year, and this was a Harper book is who the publisher is. And so I heard about it because, you know, they pushed it as, if you're fans of, say, Andy Weir and the Martian, you might really like this book. Well, that's me. I really liked that book. So I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. And so I'd heard about it. They had great marketing, but that's actually not where I got this book. So this book is the first book I've ever actually won on Goodreads on one of those giveaways. So I don't join that many of them, but this was actually one that I actually did win. Now, funny story is the book came out, I got it right away, thinking I'd never win the actual giveaway. And so I got the hardback book, read it, and as soon as I finished reading it, this showed up. So I got it. So anyways, this book I'm probably gonna share with a friend, but anyways. So I was interested in it because they mentioned The Martian. I was interested in it. They said, if you like science, you like science fiction, which I do. I'm a science librarian. And so this is the debut novel by David Koepp. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, like I said. But you might know him because he actually wrote the screenplay for Jurassic Park, which I also liked, which was also appealing. So I was like, well, this is probably a good book for me. So I read it, and it's basically about this highly contagious organism that can basically wipe out the planet. It is just, it's just a brutal organism. And so basically the book revolves around three characters. One is Roberto Diaz. He's works for the Pentagon. He's a bioterrorism operative. And he is actually the one who originally is given the job of protecting this from us, all of us, in the United States and around the world. And so he basically puts it in an underground government facility, hopefully to never be unearthed again. And then we're introduced to two other characters. They are both security guards. One's an ex-con, one is a single mom. And basically the story unfolds surrounding these three, and there's other characters in there too, but this is the main characters in the book. And, well, the organism's in cold storage, but it doesn't stay there. So, I'm not going to spoil the book for you too much, but that's really the premise of it, is highly contagious organism that can wipe out the entire planet is found, hidden, finds its way out, and that's basically the plot. So what do I like about this book? I love that it's fascinating science. So again, that's where I see why they recommended it if you like The Martian by Andy Weir. There's a lot of science in this book, just a lot of science that just keeps unearthing, and you're just like, wow. So it is a thriller in that sense, I really liked the things they covered. I just liked how in depth they go about the science, and it's really good in that aspect. Here's some things I didn't like too much about it. I thought there's too much dialogue, just way too much dialogue, and it really just held the story back. It kind of slowed it down. It just really weighed it down a little bit. And there were some other parts that just had a lot of strung together thoughts, I thought. So there were some downsides to it, but again, that's all right. So my biggest pet peeve though was with the ending. And again, I'm not going to spoil it, but some people love endings, some people hate endings, some people want everything wrapped up in one, some people are okay if some things aren't just, fledged out. And so I just felt that for me personally, the ending was a little bit lacking. I just thought it wasn't fledged out enough for me. Other people probably didn't even notice it. Other people were, finished the last page and was like, wow, great. I still think it's a good story. I still liked it. The ending was a little bit like, Could you go just a little bit longer, like an extra 10 pages, maybe 20? Just kind of tell me a little bit more, let a little bit more unfold. But again, that's all right. I do feel like the parts of like the dialogue and kind of the ending made me really think about the author and his career as a screenwriter, and I definitely could see that come across. So I think there could have been a little bit tighter editing. That's just my personal opinion from the publisher side of it, to convert, somebody who's used to writing screenplays into writing their debut novel. So that's my only little criticism. But again, I'd still recommend reading it. I thought it was great. Now, you may not want to read it right now if you're kind of a little freaked out or, worried about what's going on in the world right now with the pandemic going around the world. I was okay reading this book. You may have seen that I did another video about TBRs to be read during a pandemic. Now, I haven't read those two books that I talk about and the movie I kind of promote in that video because, except for the movie, it was fiction, but the two books are nonfiction, and that might be a little too close to home, but this is fiction. I knew it from the beginning it was fiction. I have no problem reading fiction, so I didn't equate it, to anything going on right now, but some people may. So I just want to put that warning out there. If you don't want to touch anything with pandemics and, world-ending organisms, maybe hold off on this one for now. But if you're fine with it, you like fiction, you like science, you like the thrill, you like things really unfolding, then I definitely pick up a copy of this book. I really enjoyed it, with a few little criticisms here and there, but who am I? Doesn't matter. So anyways, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. And again, I got this book off of Goodreads on a win from a sweepstakes. So people do actually win them. I've had a few friends win some, but I never have. So maybe you're lucky. If you've been lucky, tell me how many times you've been lucky in the comments below. Let me know if you regularly sign up for them or not. I don't do it as often, so maybe I would win more if I signed up for more, but I just don't do it that often. But I was happy to win this, and I really liked the marketing. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it definitely got your attention, that the orange biohazardous sign. There's also a little sticker in here that says, "They thought it was contained. They were wrong." So anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day and keep on reading.